This is today's WWE NXT results video, and the show started with a match between Rhea Ripley vs Roxanne Perez, and the result of this match was Rhea Ripley defeated Roxanne Perez by pinfall. Tony D'Angelo and Stacks are out, and Tony D has a mic and says it's a big night this evening. He can see Stacks is ready to go, he's looking strong. Tony says this match is about respect and proving to everybody who he is and what he's about, and Stacks was eager, and the crowd was ready, and then D'Angelo said he'd do it only after this commercial break. We're back, and Grayson Waller is being interviewed backstage about his match against Apollo Crews. He's upset about being asked about being behind going into the match. He says he's the only one with the guts and the talent to defeat Crews and cap off the worst comeback story in WWE history. Suddenly on the video screen behind him, Chucky, yes, the killer doll from the movies, says the match against Crews will be a spin-the-wheel make-a-deal match. We're back in the ring and ready to find out who D'Angelo selected for Stacks, and it was Shinsuke Nakamura. And then we saw a match between Stacks vs Shinsuke Nakamura, and the result of this match was Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Stacks via pinfall after hitting the Kinshasa finishing move. The next match happened between Alba Fire vs Sonya Deville, and the result of this match was Alba Fire defeated Deville via pinfall. After the match, Toxic Attraction started attacking on Alba Fire, and then, over the loudspeakers, the theme hit and Rose made her return. She had a mic and said she's gonna fight fire with fire and she plans to be more callous, more vicious, and more ruthless. As she was saying this, Fire was single-handedly fighting off the three women in the ring. Mandy just kept powering through, and once the ring was clear, Mandy got in but Alba had a baseball bat and kept her at bay. Then we saw a tag team match between Wesley and Oro Mensah vs Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, and the result of this match was Carmelo Hayes and Williams defeated Lee and Mensah via pinfall. They kept battling after the match, with the heels refusing to stop, and Von Wagner came out of nowhere with a big boot to Hayes only to get laid out by Nathan Frazer out of nowhere himself. Then we saw a six-man tag team match between the Schism vs Cameron Grimes and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and the result of this match was Grimes and Gallows and Anderson defeated the Schism by pinfall. Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark are backstage at a table signing the contracts for the women's tag team title match. The champs also put pen to paper and were told the match will happen next week. The next match happened between Zion Quinn vs Quincy Elliott, and the result of this match was Quincy Elliott defeated Zion Quinn by pinfall. Then we saw a match between Raquel Rodriguez vs Cora Jade, and the result of this match was Cora Jade defeated Rodriguez via disqualification. In the main event, we saw the Kevin Owens show, and he invited Braun Breaker, JD McDonough, and Ilya Dragunov. Owens says the guy stirring the pot lately has been a creepy weirdo. Mr. JD McDon't Google me, Kev, you can call me whatever you want. In about 4 days time I'm going to be called the new NXT champion. Dragunov said it wasn't a mistake hitting Braun, even though he was aiming for JD, and when he stood over Breaker struggling for air he realized he is only human. They stand up and get ready to go at it, and Owens comedically apologizes to HBK, making sure everyone pauses so he can bail, and then telling them to go ahead and go at it. After a back and forth, Ilya holds the title up, and then Austin Theory's music plays, and he comes out and holds up the money in the bank contract, and the show goes off air.